Ad Astra at...
Yeah.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Should I save this money? Invest it.
What's your name, buddy?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
Hi,
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost.
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost.
Your dad?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
So...
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village. When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. I asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people.
You came to the right place.
Junction can help.
Hey, who's talking about me behind my...
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. Hello, child.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle...
Chengsheng, my dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition?
Yes, Uncle... Doc...
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say?
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people.
Ayu, by any chance...
Whoa, yeah, it is.
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine.
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but...
Family is...
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu?
Can you believe that? I didn't even know how to buy medicine by myself.
His family.
They searched to the north, but couldn't...
Well, that complicates things.
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu.
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search.
Oh, thank goodness. As for updates...
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh, great.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying. Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Look! There's somebody over there! Oh no! It's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further! Watch where you're going! Oh, dear customer. Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Huta! My, who do we have here? My... I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you.
Dad, are you okay?
Are you?
Your name is Jiao Liang, and you live just west of Chingsa Village. You were...
My name is Jialiang.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Sorry, Hutao. Gotta dash.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this?
Huh? Why not?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away?
Use what? What are you talking about?
There are traces of god remains in Jialiang's system.
Oh, yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst.
Paimon, sorry.
There's no need to worry, Director. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular.
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jiao Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but...
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along.
Well, time is of the essence. Blockages within the cardiovascular system? I see.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor.
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. Come and see me again tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Who, please feel free to hang.
However, it would be best if you step outside this...
Yes, of course, absolutely.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Changcheng.
Bye for now, everyone.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention the... Yeah, you must be curious too, right?
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docks doing so... Hello, you busy bees. Actually, don't tell me.
Guilty as charged. Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that...
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but
Okay, Paimon gets it now.
almost certainly from his master.
Wow, fancy that.
According to my grandpa, he and my great uncle once went traveling together when that pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great uncle. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, so my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. But according to my grandpa, and on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition.
In what?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics, but even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jialiang is doing.
Dad!
Oh,
Dad, you remember me!
yes. I remember now. Oh, I'm...
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now,
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu.
You're still in the early stages of recovery.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy. And
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jialiang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be it. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse
Oh, come on, Baizhu.
yeah, I've been stuck indoors for
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsha.
suffering now, are we? But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody?
Who's there? Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face, Traveler? Paimon, the truth is, instead, he transferred some of his own life. Baizhu,
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system.
Changsheng? You can do that? Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti. Back in Chenyu, I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods.
Hardly.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? Baiju, don't you think you should seize this opportunity?
Entire life. Thank you.
Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a... Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi, as well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison.
She's finally gone.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Cool it! I'll keep this close.
Nor have I.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier.
She was indeed. We studied medicine. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels. Wait, Changxiang, are you saying...
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master. The last time she visited us...
Quarrel? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did master ever explain it to me.
Oh, so that...
No. Even if my master had never said anything.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions?
What the...
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Let's split up.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick! What is this?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment.
You sense it too. Is it?
No. Your eyes do not deceive you. Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then
Offshoots?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the
gall of the...
Only one thing could have been drawing him there.
This is getting crazier and crazier. Hey, why has everyone gone quiet? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in his... You mean... Jialiang? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here. Huh? So you're saying... It was Jiang Li? Wait, but... That doesn't make any sense either!
I agree.
Look at the facts, though.
It's too early to draw any conclusion. Yes. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa Village?
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life.
Whoa. What? Hey! Plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful... With my assistance in rebalancing your chi. Stronger and healthier? Baizhu, maybe when you retire?
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament.
Temperament? Ugh, Paimon's mad! This is exactly why your natural temperament...
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the...
With how antisocial... What? Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honor.
You called?
Gets Paimon every time.
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh?
Baizhu of Bubu Pharmacy, the lantern rite when we met briefly.
Huh? You two already know...
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? Too often. I now know what you seek. A vile monster known as the Chi once wrought havoc over this land. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in its likeness. The seal is still mostly intact. However, its aura... I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved... I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction.
Farewell.
What a strange adeptus. That's you for ya!
If the god remains are leaking from underground...
Master! Master, there's a problem.
Gwei? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened?
It's Jiaoliang. He was fine 1 minute and then he's...
Already? Based on past experience.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now!
Dad, what?
Don't be scared, Dr. BAIZHU.
How is he doing?
Dr. BAIZHU, you're back!
When Gwei left, he was still conscious.
Gwei, please take Jiaoliang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
BAIZHU's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
Oh, please.
But... How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere?
Much better,
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be...
Oh, really? I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life.
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master said.
Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. BAIZHU in person.
Traveler, BAIZHU hasn't shown... Huh? You're finally awake?
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant.
So, how much longer? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Surely he hasn't. Who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! BAIZHU!
Of course. There's no need to be concerned.
Jiaoliang seemed fine yesterday.
I made an error in my initial and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate.
What? You mean...
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jiaoliang's system is their... Jiaoliang has a rare congenital heart condition. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jiaoliang's case.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have...
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine...
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been giving work.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around. Because humans have no natural defense, I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to this to sacrifice one's own life to save others. to go beyond.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty. In any case, I have stabilized Jia Liang's condition for now. Her regular exposure to God remains over such a long period, and given that she's already been missing for several days,
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu. Dr. Baizhu, you've already done so much for my family. After all, if it wasn't for me, I'm sure I'll be able to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress.
No! We're out of time! Before I forget everything again.
this trip will be extremely dangerous.
I never expected to live this long in the first place. There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget.
Very well.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and one dose. Hop to it now.
Okay.
It's just like the day I went missing.
The Mother Lode's influence is growing stronger. Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious...
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay?
No, I have to keep...
The digging marks here appear amateur. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure.
Judging by the tools they left behind, but why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tool?
I remember now, but she said that the method would cause me to...
Easy, Jialiang.
The doctor will see you.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves...
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster-repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted... After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place.
That's right. This is where...
Jiao Liang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
We can keep going now!
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Paimon doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here. There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
Mind the side effects.
Let it rain!
Let's spark things.
A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
The doctor was...
This is nothing.
This moment will be frozen.
Mind the side effects.
The doctor was seeing.
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
The doctor was seeing.
Mind the side effects.
Jiangli!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back. A bigger pill to swallow. Yeah,
The doctor will see you.
Mind the side effects.
The doctor will see you.
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition. If we don't eliminate it soon...
Then, what are we waiting for? It's not as... The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the... If the source is purged, the oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life, Baizhu! You're a great doctor!
You could continue to take the poison.
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight.
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. If I continue to sustain my own life using this I know for a fact that if my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if...
Jialiang...
After cheating death for so long, it seems...
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able...
Jialiang...
I am sure that over the years,
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. What a crazy situation! Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now...
I've seen many final farewells in my time.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs. If you could only see him now. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your
I'll take...
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear...
Jialiang! Jialiang! Jialiang!
Dad, are you awake?
Didn't I... Huh? What are
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way?
Dr. Baizhu,
Die?
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, but however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name. And it would have had no... In the end, I am merely a doctor. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, and even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance.
Oops.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then.
Director Who told me to keep her suggestion a secret.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as possible. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up...
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng Funeral Parlor out of business. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon. At times like this...
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I left.
Yay! Paimon! Alright, first things first.
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so...
Don't mention it, Jiangli.
Just your duty, huh? Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu. I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life.
No, not at all. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding. Not just that. Baizhu, be honest with me.
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract...
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. When I treated Jialiang for the second time, there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however.
But you took such a huge risk. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years... But in the end, how are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined?
We are doctors, Jiangli.
Baizhu, I can tell that over the years... Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli.
Hey! Food's ready!
Mom, come and join us! The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you. Chi-Chi, Gui...
There's no need to worry, Jiangli.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by... Every single mortal I've ever contracted with. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame.
But...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principle. What makes a poison poison? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as I don't want those who come after me to lose. Precisely.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality.
For a selfish moth like me...
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler! What are you still chatting about?
We also have coconut milk.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions. I do envy Paimon sometimes.
True. And yet, are such things as these not precisely why...